Welcome to a brand new Annual Pass live stream. We are live here on RTTV, YouTube, Twitch, everywhere else.
Yes.
I'm Jack. I've got BK with me here today. Hi, everyone. Welcome. We're going to be hanging out for the next, hour and 45 minutes or so. Chilling, relaxing, talking about theme park stuff, hanging out with you guys in chat. I'm working on my Lego roller coaster set. I'm almost done. I think I might be able to finish today.
You think so?
I am so close. I'm so close. I'm on step 10, and there's only 11 steps. So I think I might do it today. This might be the day. I have the other half here, so we're going to assemble it all together. We might have a full-blown roller coaster by the end of this thing.
I'm excited to see it come together.
Yeah. I'm currently looking for one piece that I can't find, which is not a good sign. But other than that, things are well. Hope you guys are doing great in chat right now. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's a lot of fun. We're going to be going over some of your answers from our December podcast episodes. We always ask a question at the end of every Annual Pass, and you guys answer it in the comments. We go over it during our live streams, and then we'll pick some people. We'll mail out a theme park map autographed by all of us here at Annual Pass. And and also we have a really cool piece of new merchandise, BK.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
You want to show it off?
Yeah, can I?
It's not available in the store yet, but it's coming very, very soon.
Introducing the mini backpack.
It's a little Annual Pass mini backpack. It's so cute.
It's the size of my hand.
It's so small. It's so small, but it's perfect. It's got a little keychain.
Yeah, you could put on your lanyard if you want. You could store little goodies. I'm obsessed with it. I'm like literally obsessed with it.
It's super cute. It's super cute. You can put your stuff in it. I don't know what you would put in here, but it's just like adorable, and I love it, and I want to put it on my cats. I don't know if
you're gonna put it on your. Oh my gosh!
Like strap it to their bag.
Stop!
I don't know. Maybe Ellie. Ellie's pretty small. I might be able to get it over her shoulders.
My cat's way too thick for this. She's like 3 C's. She's not. Girl? Yeah. She's not.
Yeah. My boys are pretty big, but she's a little tiny girl. So. But yeah, so it's going to be in the store. It's not in the store yet. It's store.roosterteeth.com. It's not in the store yet. It's coming very soon. I'm not sure exactly when it'll be up there, but it will be up there at some point. And again, you can pick up right now if you want. This is my theme park shirt. Yes. It's up in the store.roosterteeth.com right now. And remember, all of the merchandise you buy from Annual Pass supports Annual Pass, and it gives us an excuse to keep making the show. So thank you very much. You can also pick up the Rope Drop Running Club running shirt, which I rocked during the 10K. The Marathon Weekend 10K at Walt Disney World last weekend, 2 weekends ago.
I think technically it's 2 now.
I don't even.
What is time? I don't even know how to comprehend time, especially when you were talking about, like, we were in the podcast room and you were explaining to me what a marathon is and how far a mile is and metrics and math, which I didn't understand. So I can get why you don't remember what weekend it was.
My legs are still my legs I think are finally recovered from the actual runs. It was very difficult, but we pulled it off in the Rope Drop Run Club. They came out in full force. There were like 20 of us. I have a photo. I think, Ben, did I send you the photo of the Rope Drop Run Club with all of our medals? Do you have that?
I'll find it.
I'm sure he can.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all look so awesome. I was bummed I wasn't there. I'm going to be honest.
Well, you're coming next year, though.
Yes, I am. It's happening.
So, spoiler, if you, I think today's episode is out for first members right now. But if you aren't a first member, the episode that's coming out this week is about the Marathon Weekend. And so I talked about my experience doing the Dopey Challenge and going through all the races. And we also mentioned in there that I was like, hey, BK, maybe next year you do a 5K. And I think you committed to it. And producer Ben committed to it.
Yeah, well, if I'm doing it, Ben has to do it.
There you go.
And we're dressing up.
Oh, yeah.
Because I didn't know you could do that. Again, like, as a cosplayer, as someone who loves dressing up in costumes, and finding out my heart was broken when I reached the threshold of being too old to wear my princess outfit.
Oh, no, you'd fit in. There is actually Princess Weekend. So there's a Princess Half Marathon in November, I think it is. And literally, it's like, it's full of women dressed like princesses, guys dressed like princesses, everyone dressed like princesses.
I'm obsessed.
It's awesome. I did it 2 years ago. So I did that in 2021, I think. Yeah. And so,
well, see, like, fall is really rough for me because I'm troubled between doing Disney, right, but doing Disney over in California.
I know.
Which I've never been, and that's like the prime time for Haunted Mansion Night before Christmas. You know, that's my thing, Jack.
I know. We got to get out there. We got to get out to Hollywood. I need to get out to California theme parks in general because now, Super Nintendo World's opening up.
Yes.
It's soft open right now in Hollywood, Universal Hollywood.
Oh, wow.
And, but of course, Disneyland in general, I haven't been out there in a while. I went out there. So we had a group that would go to E3, and then after E3, we'd all go over to go to Disneyland. But I haven't been to E3 in like 3 years. So,
I know.
So therefore, I have not been to Disneyland. But I've got some friends that are going in February. I might tag along with them as well.
And producer Ben's amazing. Has got our launch date, I guess, for his Super Nintendo World is officially going to open February 17th.
Yeah, so the official opening day is February 17th. It's in soft open right now, which means basically some stuff won't be open, some stuff might be broken. It's kind of like them just sort of testing the area.
Okay, it's a beta test?
Kind of.
Are we out of alpha? Like, where is the line?
Yeah, it's like a beta.
Okay.
I guess before it goes gold. I guess it's gone gold, but it's not public. I don't know.
Early access.
Yeah, it's early access. That's exactly. Soft opening is early access for theme parks. So that's going on right now. And yeah, a lot of big news. We're going to be covering, we're going to be talking about the new Universal theme park coming to Dallas. So that'll be in a couple weeks. We're covering that on an episode of Annual Pass. But if you don't know, Universal Studios has come out and said they are building a new theme park in Frisco, Texas, which is just north of Plano, north of Dallas, kind of in between Dallas and Oklahoma, basically, if you're going north. And yeah, it's going to be a kid-friendly park. It's mainly made for toddlers and children. Not roller coasters or anything like that. It's not your big Universal with Mummy and Velocicoaster. This is more for kid stuff. And so that's going to be opening up, I think they said within the next 4 to 5 years. They haven't given a specific date on it yet.
I have this bad feeling that they're opening up a kids park and they're going to get rid of Dr. Seuss.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Dr. Seuss has got a pretty good, it's got a good area at Islands of Adventure. I mean, if they're getting rid of anything at Islands, I think they're getting rid of the comic book zone.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. That makes more sense.
So here's the shot
we got the map.
This is the park that's opening up in Dallas, up in Frisco. And so again, this is the only piece of concept art they have put out. And we will dive into it a lot deeper during our episode, but you can kind of see there's some pretty clearly defined lands. You can see on the left side, we've got like a Madagascar-looking New York Central Park Zoo.
I wasn't even thinking about that. You're brilliant.
In the upper left corner, you can see Camp Cretaceous, kind of Jurassic Park type stuff.
Is that what that's supposed to be?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can actually.
I see the bridge. I see the bridge.
You see the bridge and the arches.
The bridge and the arches there. Oh, totally.
And then the upper right, we've got like kind of a Shrek area. You can actually see in front of that building is like his house, because you can see the tree. And then they're saying that might be far, far away.
Can we get the Duloc song?
Oh gosh, that'd be amazing.
That's not appropriate, but I would be so excited if we had that.
And actually, it's hard to see for us right here, but on the far right side there is a flat little like lifty coaster, like a Dumbo type coaster.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It actually has a mama dragon, and all the little dragons around are little like baby the donkey dragon things. So it looks like you could have a Dumbo ride with that. And then in the bottom right corner, it's looking like Trolls is going to be the last sort of area.
I haven't seen Trolls. Have you?
I have not, but apparently people love it. Apparently Trolls merchandise sells better than any of the DreamWorks animation merchandise.
And that's like supposed to be like the Troll Dolls movie. It's not like another.
No, it's like Troll Dolls, except they're animated obviously, and they talk in personality and stuff. And and so there's a lot more kind of detailed stuff in there, and you can tell like there's a big blue circle at the bottom that is very clearly the DreamWorks logo, just missing the kid, missing the moon, but it's and then there's also a hotel at the front, a hotel that it's gonna have 300 rooms. So and that's gonna be 3.5, 4 hours north of us. So 100% we will go check that out once it's open, assuming we're still doing annual pass. And 4 years from now.
4 years from now.
4 or 5 years from now.
For generations.
Yeah, if I can still get on roller coasters and whatnot. And
I like this idea though. Like there are a lot of like local parks. Like out of all the states, I feel like being a new Texan person, like Texas got so many places to go. So like, but like places for kids, like Kitty Kids, I don't know if there are that many places like that.
There's a few. There's not as many as you would think.
Right.
Unfortunately, but we'll dive into it a lot deeper. I've been researching all the different Texas like theme parks and stuff. I mean, there's the big ones. There's 2 Six Flags in Texas. So as you know, Six Flags began in Texas.
Right.
Which is because Six Flags over Texas. That's literally the name of the park. So Six Flags up in Arlington, which is the original one, and then the one down in San Antonio's Fiesta, Texas. Those 2. We've got SeaWorld. We got one of the 3 SeaWorlds in the country here in San Antonio, and then we've got Schlitterbahn, which is the world's like coolest water park, and then it's kind of a bunch of smaller stuff. So there's like a Legoland Discovery Center in San Antonio.
Ooh, okay.
And a few other ones. There's I think it's Maddie's Park, which is a really cool like ultra accessible park. But yeah, we'll get into that in the episode.
I'm excited. Oh, I'm already geeking out. I'm like, tell me more, please. I could sit here and listen to you go off all day.
Oh yeah, I could go on and on. Where is this place at? RT Star-Lord. I don't know if you saw that or if you heard that before, but it's going to be up in Frisco, Texas, which is just north of Dallas. Who gave Jack more Lego? Kai, I've been working on this set forever, Kai. And I'm trying to find a piece right now, and I can't find it, and it's driving me nuts. It's driving me absolutely wild. But anyway.
I know YouTube chat's asking when we're going to Nintendo World, and I'm like, listen, we're working on it, okay? We're figuring this out.
I don't know if our friend Derek is watching, but Derek, we want to go to Hollywood.
Send us to Hollywood.
We want to go to Hollywood.
Let's do, and like I see it now. We're gonna get this. It's gonna happen, and the way we announce it, it's gonna be like we're on American Idol, and we're gonna have a golden ticket. And I'm gonna come out the room, and I'm gonna be like, Jack, we're going to Hollywood.
Have my paper.
Have our paper, and on it says Nintendo World.
So am I more of a Ruben Studdard or a Clay Aiken, you think?
You know?
I know old American
I'm obsessed that you pulled out both those because, again, besties. You're giving Clay Aiken, but like
Kelly Clarkson, maybe.
Okay.
She's from Dallas, so.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was just listening to Behind Those Hazel Eyes a couple days ago. I'm one of those.
I mean, I have my own semi-talk show, so maybe I fit more like her. She's Texan, has a talk show. I assume she loves theme parks. I don't know.
It's gonna be beautiful.
She seems like a theme park kind of person to me.
Jack, you made it.
I made it.
I would love to.
Where is this piece? This is driving me batty.
Ooh.
I'm going nuts. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Is there a strategy when doing Legos, or?
I mean, not really. Like you can sort out your Lego where you like really literally do it by size and by color, and kind of that way you can quickly be like, oh, I need a white one of this size, and boom, you got it. But that just takes a little bit more like initial prep, and I'm lazy. And also I'm this close to the end, I just want to get it done. So I'm like, just dump it out. But now I'm like, oh no, I don't know where it would be. I think there's like one of this size. I'm sure I dropped it or it didn't come out of the bag.
No, I am like, if I were gonna do that, you would see me have everything pre-sorted, color coordinated, and then I wouldn't get past step 1.
Yeah?
Because I can't read instructions.
You can't read instructions?
I'm not good at it.
Even like, but it comes with a book and it has everything you need to do.
So my problem is that I'm a visual learner, so you'd think instructions would help. You would think. You would think, right? However, putting together an IKEA
oh no.
bed.
Yeah?
Like,
you having issues with that?
Stand where there are no words.
Well, yeah, because it's made in what, Denmark or somewhere, or Switzerland?
Okay, but
Sweden?
The pictures, it's like, well, do you mean is it in the front? Is it behind? Is it on top? Is it around? Like, I just never know. There need to be context clues when I'm reading instructions.
I could totally help you build some IKEA furniture. If you ever need help building furniture, let me know.
Like, I mean, well, clearly you're literally making a roller coaster.
Well, I mean, following the instructions.
I can't even put together a little person.
What? Oh, Lego figures.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you assembling humans?
The Lego people.
What is going on?
Oh my gosh.
What kind of Halloween nightmare are you doing? Oh yeah, also a new Halloween thing opening up in Vegas. Halloween Horror Nights.
Yes.
Location opening up in Vegas. We talked about it briefly on today's episode. But yeah, so it's also
so excited.
there we are. Ben's on top of it. All with the announcement of the park in Frisco. The same day they announced that Universal is opening up a brand new Halloween Horror Nights themed attraction, year-round attraction in Vegas at Area 15, which is where the Meow Wolf Omega Mart is. It's a big area out in Las Vegas. I haven't been there yet, but I need to go. And yeah, and so not many details, like not many details at all. Literally, it's like, we're doing this, and here's a piece of key art, and you can see there's Jack the Clown and Chance behind him. Mm-hmm. And really, other than that, it just says Universal, and it looks creepy, and it's a big warehouse, and that's all we got, essentially. And so some of the people who work on Halloween Horror Nights were like just tweeting, like, I can't believe we're doing this. And that was pretty much it. So it's like, I'm sure we'll get more details about that soon. I imagine that will be open before the park in Dallas, though.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because this is just one thing. It's about 100,000 square feet, which sounds big, but it's not a theme park.
Yeah.
It's not 60 acres.
And they have the teams to kind of turn stuff over that way. Like, I feel like they could already be just planning what it's going to look at and have, like, a really good idea of what to do.
Yeah, and the Halloween Horror Nights guys, like, those guys have that down to a science. Like, they're already working on this year's Horror Nights prepping it and
Yeah.
knowing what it's going to be, and they're building sets and stuff already. So that's pretty cool and wild, and I am excited to check that out.
Yeah, I'm amped. I have a really good friend of mine who's like my horror aficionado. Her name's Zero Gravity, and she's fantastic. When she's the one who sent that to me, and she was like, "So when are we going to Vegas?" Like, and I was like, "I need to find out. I've never been to Vegas. I want my
Vegas?
never.
Oh my gosh.
So I want to go, and there's only 2 reasons. There used to be only one reason I've ever wanted to go, and that was for
gambling.
No, for
Oh. Oh,
Evo, the fighting game
yeah,
championship. It's
yeah.
like the Super Bowl for fighting games, and it's in Vegas. But now, now that I have this, I was like, all right, this Vegas trip is going to the top of the list.
There you go. So now you've got Evo, you've got gambling, and Universal.
And Universal. What more could you ask for?
It'll be great. We can go to Vegas. We can make that happen. Rooster
Okay.
Teeth, pay us to go to Vegas. Let's do it. Or pay for us to go to Vegas, and we'll cover it. There's a lot of roller coasters and stuff in Vegas.
Are there?
Yeah, there's the High Roller in New York, New York. It's
I
a roller
thought that was
coaster.
a casino.
I mean, it is a casino.
New York's in Vegas?
Yeah.
I'm very confused.
It's right across from Paris. So
What is
if you get confused.
Horizon Forbidden West? Now I understand.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I've been to Vegas in a video game.
Almost the same. Almost the same.
There's an entire underwater hotel in Vegas. I want to go there.
I don't know about that, but yeah. So
That's really cool. I didn't know they had rides, but I feel like it makes sense. But at the same time, I was very confused. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, Vegas. So the High Roller has been in New York for a long time. They have the Vegas Eye. I think it's called, or maybe is it the High Roller? Or is the High Roller the Ferris wheel? There's a giant Ferris wheel, like the London Eye.
Okay.
They have one of those. Maybe that's the Double Down. I forget what it's called. But they have a big, like a London Eye type roller, a Ferris wheel. And then the Stratosphere, which is the big tall tower at the far end of the strip. It's like the old part of the strip.
Okay, yeah.
There's a bunch. There used to be a roller coaster that went around the outside of it, but now they have one of those things where you sit in the seat and it launches you up in the air. So it's one of those on top of that giant tower,
Insane.
which is wild. They have another one where it will hang you over the side and spin you around. So those are pretty wild. I have not done those, but I totally would.
Okay,
Totally
TNT
would.
Raider says the High Roller is the wheel and
Okay.
Big Apple Coaster is the roller coaster.
There we go. I'm getting mixed up.
It's
Thank you.
basically Epcot with gambling. I'm obsessed with that. Kimmy Rose.
Kimmy's awesome. She's one of the Rope Drop Run Club.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Hello.
So she ran the full marathon. Did a really good job. I think she had the best time out of all of us.
Wow.
So yeah, and so yeah, I'm excited. I want to go to Vegas. I want to go to Vegas again.
Yeah, we need to go to Vegas now. Now I'm kind of excited for it.
And so here's actually, speaking of Rope Drop Run Club,
Ooh.
here is our big group photo from, so after the marathon was over, a bunch of us met over at Disney Springs with our medals from our various races, and you can see all of us here. So yeah, there's Jessica and Jennifer down in the front row, the twins. And so there's Kimmy on the right behind the gentleman with the sunglasses in blue.
Okay.
With like the
Hi.
pink straps. Yeah, so that's Kimmy right there. And so yeah, there's a whole bunch of us there, and it was a lot of fun. It was really, really cool.
Oh, so cool.
So shout out to Vegito on the far left in the suit. He has the annual pass suit with the annual pass hat on as well. So he kind of organized all of this stuff. So very, very cool.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of amazing folks there. It was really, really fun. It was a really good time, and it was more so than anything, getting to experience it with all of these amazing folks was really, really cool, and that made me really happy. So. All right, I have to buckle down and focus on my
worries.
Lego.
Well, while you buckle on your Lego, I am going to go through some questions.
All right.
That we asked on some of our previous episodes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like we'll start with a nice one. Thinking back on Annual Pass recap, we asked everybody in the community, what's your favorite moment of 2022?
Aw.
I know. I might get emotional. Y'all put heartfelt messages and stuff.
It was a big year for us.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Critcher says, my favorite moment of 2022 actually happened in a theme park. I got engaged in Galaxy's Edge right in front of the Millennium Falcon. My fiance and I are huge Star Wars nerds, and we're even staying up to go to the Star Cruiser, hopefully in the future. Maybe in 2023 if they drop the price.
Yeah, that's a big if.
Oh my gosh, it's emotional. You getting a park map. I am choosing now. That was awesome. Congratulations. Keep us posted. Okay, I want to get proposed to in a theme park.
Yeah?
Star Wars?
Okay.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not going to. I'm already married, but I'm
my
sure we can
gosh.
find someone for you.
You can find someone out there in the ether.
I'm willing to bet there's someone willing to propose to you at a theme park.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got another one here from Rooster Teeth, Pass Last. Love you, fam. They say my favorite part of annual pass this year has to be VK joining the family. Oh my God!
Aww.
I told you I was gonna cry, Jack.
Aww.
Aw, after I met her at RTX, I feel like her and I have such similar kid-like joy when it comes to our Disney and theme park love, and her addition to this podcast is truly amazing, and that's an understatement. My favorite theme park-related topic this year would be skewed because it's not a full theme park, but we've talked about it on multiple live streams, but we all agree it's a theme park for adults. Meow Wolf at the Denver, Colorado opened up this year. And as a Colorado native, I've gone multiple times and I am in love with it. Wait a second, before I read the rest of this, what the heck is Meow Wolf? Put me on. I'm missing something?
Okay, do don't know what Meow Wolf is?
No.
Okay, we've talked about it before. So Meow Wolf is a collective of artists that they did the very first, they did an installation called the House of Eternal Return in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And so basically they bought out this giant space and then let a lot of artists kind of go through and build stuff.
Okay, I'm putting the name to, I do remember us talking about this.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So if you watch Weird Place, which is the show that we did with like Alfredo, I think Lindsay, Gavin, and Trevor, and so like Jeff and I are also in it too. It's we shot it all at the Santa Fe location.
Wow.
And so that location did really, really well. So they've expanded. So they opened up one in Denver.
Okay.
And they've opened up one in Vegas as well.
Sick.
And so it's like basically a really cool thing. The one in Vegas is called Omega Mart.
Okay.
It looks like a grocery store, like a convenience store, but you can like open up like the cold food section and it takes you down a tunnel to like a whole other area.
Sick.
So wild stuff like that.
Oh my gosh, that's definitely sounds like a theme park
It's
for
very,
adults.
very cool.
They say, I wish I could have had an annual pass there, but sadly it doesn't exist. Looking to the new year ahead and listening to this episode, my jaw dropped at hearing Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is coming to Disneyland, and I'm thrilled. I don't make it out there as nearly much as I would because I have family, so hearing I may get to ride that ride for the first time set me over the moon. Aw, thank you so much. Here's to another year of all things theme park ahead. Let's go.
Sweet.
Am I biased? It said BK. Can I give the pass to them, Ben? Park map, please, Alexa, Ben Lexa.
What, is Ben the gatekeeper for our park maps now?
No, he's just the one who marks them so that we remember.
We can do it. Yeah,
I don't have the power, unfortunately.
I'm okay with it. I'm happy. You know, we missed our December live stream because I had some family stuff that happened where I wasn't able to make it, and so we had to push it until now. So I'm thinking maybe we just give park maps to like pretty much anyone because we have so many park maps, and also this will make me get off my butt and actually mail these.
We have so many. You
have
have to send them now.
So
okay, you do you. You mark as many of these little winners as you would like to, and we'll make sure we get them sent out.
Let's
there we go.
I have the power now.
You have the power.
Okay, well, since this is family friendly, I'm going to have to refrain from fully saying this name, but Big 0228 answers attending the live show in Orlando is automatically the best for 2022 since I got to socialize with everyone. As for 2023, I'm going to be attending the marathon the weekend and probably riding Tron later in the year, not knowing they will have alternate seating cars just in case my legs don't fit.
Nice.
Sick. We love that accessibility. That's what's up. And yes, let's go. You get a park map, and you get. I'm Oprah today. Let's go. And you get a park map. All right.
Sending out positive energy today.
I am. I
like it. I like it a lot.
Hold My Churro responds and says, BK, you can still visit Arkham Asylum in theme park form over at WB World Dubai.
That's the one that our friend Dave Cobb built.
Dave, yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah.
Hello?
Do that.
Can I go, please?
Yeah, okay. We'll go to Vegas and then we'll go to Dubai.
And then we'll go to Dubai.
Just put that in our budget, please.
Find a way to put it in the budget. They also answered a very serious answer as well. My favorite moments this year are a tie between being on the opening team for Cosmic Rewind.
Sweet.
And meeting Jack, Ben, and Dave over at Universal, riding Men in Black, Green Ruts, and Fast and Furious with them. Thanks for making this year great. Can't wait to see what 2023 has in store. Aw, heck yes, we love that. We've got one last here from Jonathan Strickland. They say, my favorite thing in 2022 is when my wife and I celebrated our anniversary on the Disney Wish. Yes!
Sweet.
We splurged for concierge rooms and really got our money's worth because we happened to be at sea when a certain Hurricane Ian showed up. Our cruise had to extend from 5 days to 7 days.
Nice.
And we got to see a show that was still in development because the cruise had to come up with extra stuff for folks to do. That sounds like an awesome way
That's a life hack right there. All you gotta do is book a cruise during hurricane season.
And just, pray to the elder gods that you'll be fine.
But not one of those like really bad hurricanes that like shuts you in your room and like throws the ship around. Just one that's like maybe battering like the dock.
Become best friends with the weatherman is the first step. Second step, planning the trip. That's awesome though. I'm so happy that you had a good time.
Very cool.
Heck yeah. Always beautiful responses. All y'all getting park passes or park maps, park passes. I wish I could.
Man, we don't have access to passes.
I know. I literally said that. I was like, if I could do giveaways and give out park passes, I'd be a legend.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to work on that.
To everybody.
Or maybe just discount codes. That'd be nice.
That's cool. That's true.
Annual pass 10% off at Universal. Okay, sorry. No, it's not real. It's not real.
We talked about, we've talked with our Universal contact about possibly doing like a live show inside the park, which would be really cool, but at the same time, the problem is that you would then have to, like, we couldn't charge for the show, which, I mean, is fine for me, but it's like, we're putting in work, we have to justify, being able to put on a live show. So basically, we do have to make money in some way, or at least cover our costs. So we'd have to do it and do like a free show. So maybe we sell merchandise if the Universal will let us. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty fun to do a live show.
There'd be something there. Okay.
There's bound to be something, I'm sure.
A girl can hope.
Man, that'd be really cool to be able to do a show inside of a park.
But everybody there will definitely be getting a signed park map from all of us at Annual Pass. So thank you for responding and always replying in the comments. We love to read everybody's messages.
Thank you very much, guys.
I have another question here. And this was from our holiday episode. This is when we did the top 10 best theme park holiday events. We asked the community, what holiday skinned ideas would you like to see or want to see? I'm biased. I love Nightmare Before Christmas. So I'm going to say everything Nightmare Before Christmas. Just turn the whole park into it. I was so pissed when I was seeing everything about Oogie Boogie's Bash. I was very upset.
There's pretty cool stuff.
I didn't know it existed. So I need to make that a thing for me in the future.
I will tell you, when I was doing one of the races, it was either the 10K or the half, I think. Because they do photo stops when you do the run.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so they have they bring out characters you haven't seen in a really long time. And I believe one of them was Oogie Boogie. He was out.
I would cry.
I'm pretty sure he was out. I could be wrong. I was pretty tired, but I'm about 90% positive he was out. I would
cry. I started seeing all those, like Kingdom Hearts, Goofy, and Donald, and you would have seen another child just be birthed from my eyes.
Well, yeah, they had Goofy and Donald were in their Kingdom Hearts outfits at Disney California Adventure over Halloween, so... You okay?
I missed it.
You gonna be all right over there?
I'm not gonna be all right. That's like, that's a dream of mine. 2 dreams. That and finally seeing Haunted Mansion Night Before Christmas. I was able to, though. The MC Park homies from the Minecraft server where they recreated Disney, they were so sweet.
Yeah.
They made sure to take me through it and experience it. And I was crying the whole time. It was so awesome. So I love that. Y'all should definitely check that out.
Yeah,
it's
we
really
love those guys.
cool. If you're like a fan of Minecraft, they kind of recreated Disney. Is it Disneyland? Disney?
They've done all of them.
World,
so they've done
everything?
Disney World, Disneyland, Universal Hollywood. They've done, I think, Disneyland Paris now.
Oh my gosh.
Disney Seas. They have tons of parks they've built.
And they're like 1-to-1. Like they're really good. They have the queues. They have everything. It's so cool.
It is very cool.
Yeah. Even if you're not into Minecraft, but you're a theme park person, it's really dope to just see it, especially if you can't really make it out to those places. So I loved that. I was crying.
That was my quarantine, basically. It's like I would go to MC Parks with my friends. Like we had a group of friends that would all meet up like Wednesday nights. And we'd like, let's go hit up the server. And so we just wander around Disney World together, talking on Discord. And it's like, let's go ride People Mover. And so it was a lot of fun. We did a annual pass Discord night, and we all went and hung out on the MC Park server. Maybe we'll do that again sometime. That was a lot of fun.
I was about to say, listen, it's almost Mardi Gras.
I know.
I'm like, what is coming up? What can we see? What's a good way to have us all come together? Because I enjoy hanging out with everybody. Everyone's just so nice in the pass holder crew.
Very, very cool.
But we got some good answers here about what holiday skin ideas you'd want to see that are not just Nightmare Before Christmas. Neko Chibi says, I may be slightly biased as an ex-zookeeper, but one of my favorite times of the year is to go to the zoos around Christmas. Between animals getting Christmas-themed enrichment and fun treats, there's always some amazing interactive event going on. And most shows have a light experience. The one I've gone to most recently is at the Columbus Zoological Park that brings people from all over. I completely recommend going to zoos in the winter, even when on the holidays, because there are tons of animals that love the cold that you get to see as much in the summer. I never thought of that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I had never, ever thought of that.
Yeah,
I feel silly for not.
Yeah, I guess typically I would go to zoos when it was hot, like during the summer.
Yeah.
And usually all the animals were passed out because it was so hot. So that makes total sense.
Like going in the winter, especially depending on where you live, like certain animals, they like certain environments. You might get to see some of them actually like lively and doing things.
Yeah, we can go down to San Antonio's got a pretty good zoo. Actually.
Really?
Yeah, if you ever want to go down, I'm down for it.
I enjoy zoos. They're fun. Keeping animals obviously in captivity isn't what we prefer, but going to a lot of these zoos where it's more like reservation style, where there's a lot more space for them to be around like other animals, it's really fun to see that.
Yeah,
especially when you don't live around where animals live.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where it's kind of a weird. It's tough because like things, for example, like for SeaWorld, for example, it's like, SeaWorld, it's obviously horrible to keep some of these animals in captivity,
right.
Like dolphins and whales and stuff in like, these tiny tanks. But at the same time, they also inspire people to become oceanographers and marine biologists. So it's like there are people who went there as kids and like fell in love with the ocean and fell in love with these animals and then grew up to become, what they are now. So, but now it's like, let's shut them down. But it's like, but that also inspires. It's like this weird thing. Like, I'm not for like, let's cage animals. I hate seeing caged animals. Totally,
right.
But it is a strange thing to be like,
that's what I'm saying.
What do we do? What's the best solution for this? So,
yeah, anyway. As a kid, I definitely didn't think about, I guess, animal kingdom, like at all. Just being like, well, there's like actual animals here. There's a whole ride that is around animals. And it fascinated me. Like I was really interested in that. And it's on one of the best rides in the park.
Kilimanjaro Safari is the best.
It's so good.
You can see the cheetahs. The cheetahs are the best animals in the park.
Yes.
You go see the cheetahs. It's like, I love it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So I'd be so sad to see stuff like that go away. But maybe there's a way to make it, I don't know, more humanitarian. What's the word for that? But for animals?
Yeah.
Animatarian.
Well, I mean, for what it's worth, like Animal Kingdom, the way they handle it has been very, very documented. Like the way they take care of these animals and stuff is very, very good. Joe Rohde, the guy behind Animal Kingdom, he was very much like, let's do everything in our best power to make sure these animals are okay. And, like, treat it as good as possible, not just in cages or whatever. And so they've done a really good job of sort of giving them a good space.
Nice. So, that's cool.
Yeah.
Zoos and aquariums help with species survival plans, apparently, especially when they have good guidelines. So awesome. I love that we have some zoo aficionados up in chat. Thank you. And put us on. And yes, I see you, Aaron. We got the Epcot 40th maps. I'm pretty sure we've got those.
Yes. So thank you very much. Actually, quite a few people have sent in Epcot 40th maps, and thank you very, very much for that. The twins sent in a big stack of them. I've had a lot of people mailing me the 40th maps, and thank you very much for that. I have a whole lot of that stuff. It's very, very cool. Yeah, and I appreciate it. And I want to do something with all my theme park maps. I want to do some sort of like a Wikipedia or some way where people could submit like scans of their maps. So we could do like a big server of them. I think that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool.
You can go look at like, oh, here's a park map.
Mapapedia.
Like here's like a map from like the opening of Epcot. And it's like, this is cool what it looks like. You can actually like read through it and stuff. So
I like that.
I want to do it. I got to figure out, there's some way to do it, I am sure, but I just got to get there.
Heck yeah. Let's see. Let's read some more answers here when we were asking about holiday skinned ideas. And this is my favorite answer because I'm biased. And it's from Rooster Teeth Fast Slash. You're already getting a map. So don't worry about it. But they say, hands down, I would have to see the Haunted Mansion to turn to Nightmare Before Christmas. We are kindred spirits. I love that movie, and I watched it at least 10 times. Yes, are we the same person? It fills me with such like childlike joy and magic of the season. It's a Halloween and a Christmas movie. We are besties.
I love that all of your answers as you're reading, like your voice goes up at the end of your sentences.
As you can tell, I'm very excited.
I can tell you're enthusiastic about that. Got it.
Cool. I'm glad I'm not the only one who's a little little obsessed with Nightmare Before Christmas. But Flores Blizzy says there's a lovely D&D themed place near Salt Lake called Evermore, and I think you would love it, Jack.
Ooh, Evermore.
Right?
Okay.
I think that would be awesome. And to see that holiday themed, like I'm thinking tavern,
wow, yeah.
chill. I'm wondering if people like go dressed up. Do you go there and
holiday
LARP?
themed would be.
Right?
The bards got to be out of their minds.
That's what I'm saying. I'd be in it. I would sign me up, Flores. I love that answer. And then oh man, you put numbers in your
You
name.
got this. Come on, you can figure it
Well,
out.
it's Tyner. I'm guessing TY0N42R.
Tyner?
Tyner, TY, that's what I'm calling you.
Ty.
You can tell me if you prefer something else in the comments. Let me know. But their answer is Christmas Town at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, specifically during the pandemic with capacity restrictions. It was pretty much just me and my girlfriend. We were comfortable going and doing it as a form of enrichment. The food at the park is always fantastic, outdoor musical entertainment with a lot of different Western holiday traditions matching the theme of all of the lands. Ironically, it was probably the free scavenger hunt while sipping German word, glowine, I can't say that. I can't say it. It has the dots on the U. What does that mean?
Hang on, okay, where the C here?
Gluchen wine. What is that? Is that like a eggnog thing? Is it a beer? Gluten wine.
Glue wine.
What do the dots on the U mean?
Glue wine? Glue wine. Glue wine, says Hodgelet in the chat.
Glue wine. I'm sorry I butchered that. Thank you for educating me on how to pronounce that correctly. Do we know what that is? I'm interested.
I'm assuming it's like a mold,
You think it's like a
hot cider kind of wine,
cider
or
thing?
I went to London during Christmas one year, and they have mulled cider everywhere, which is like super hot cider.
Okay.
So I wonder if it's something like that, because I imagine it's cold.
Hogla says mulled wine, but non-alcoholic.
There you go. Yeah.
Sick.
So it's gonna be warm wine that's not alcoholic.
And they have to note that Christmas Town at Busch Gardens are different both at Tampa and Williamsburg locations. Having been in entertainment tech at both, they only really show the event's name and the Sesame Street offerings. Different shows, different themes, different foods. As it is my home park, you guys should definitely check it out for an episode. Nice. Or just for fun.
Yeah, that was, so Busch Gardens Williamsburg is one of the ones on my list, like the top 10 list we went over, that was on there, so yeah.
I'd love to go.
Cool.
I've been to Busch Gardens Tampa a few times, so
Did you ride the cheetah?
Yes, I rode everything, and I didn't want to ride the She-Cra so bad, and I did it twice.
Nice.
It's scary.
We put my parents on Cosmic Rewind. And cause we're like, oh, it'll be fun. Like my mom does not like roller coasters. My dad's like, yeah, he does rock and roller coaster because it's dark.
Okay.
So he can't see what's going on. And so we're like, no, it'll be fun. It's kind of like a rock and roller coaster. You don't flip. It's a little fast, but it plays cool music. And like finally my mom's like, okay, I guess I'll do it.
Fine, I'll go again.
And she stepped off that thing and was stumbling.
No!
Oh no, that's not good, Mom.
Oh, no.
Sorry. She's like, I just need to sit down and drink some water. And it's like, okay, Mom, sorry.
The funniest.
But she did it. She did it. She
good.
wrote it. So that's good.
That's good. I
Yeah,
think the
but
funniest
be
story
careful.
like that happened. It didn't happen to me, but it happened to my grandma and my aunt. They went on Green Gods, and apparently during the ride, my aunt threw up all over my grandma.
Oh no.
And it's a dark ride, right? So she goes, well, it's really 4D. Why am I getting wet?
Oh, no.
And she looks over.
Oh no.
And she just sees that her daughter's just thrown up all over.
Oh no.
They both got out. They said, absolutely not.
Wow.
I said, oh my God.
That's a nightmare right there.
I know.
Throwing up on a roller coaster in the dark.
In the dark. And then having to, like, because it's one of those where you're sitting in it, right? Maybe
Yeah.
in another roller coaster, it might go off the side. You could time it. This, you're kind of encapsulated. There's nowhere, like, what do you lean forward? But if you're afraid, maybe you don't want to do that.
Yeah, or like off the side.
But then it's kind of, it was pretty
no.
bad.
Man, that's That's brutal. I
So
love it.
if you have any unfortunate stories like that, I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. That was probably the funniest one I have, and it didn't happen to me. So I wish that upon no one.
I love it. I love it. All right, I'm working on this thing. We're getting.
I was gonna ask, did you find the piece you were missing?
Yeah,
You're still missing that piece.
There was a whole other bag that I just had on the floor because I thought it was a step 11. It was actually step 10. So I'm good. So I'm moving along now.
Okay.
I got to book it though. I got to get through these things quick. We only got about an hour-ish left. So.
I know, because I want to see it come together. I'm invested.
I want to finish it so I can finish it. So Jeff was working on a puzzle when he do our live stream. So I want to finish that too. So that's actually over in the other room.
Oh,
so
cool.
I will move on from this to that.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll get that, and then at some point, you know, we'll have a proper podcast room where, you know, all of the podcasts will have like their own space and we can properly like arrange all of our annual pass stuff. Cause you guys have been amazing and you've sent in some really, really cool stuff. Like BK has her Converse here, which are super, super awesome. I've got some Adidas. We've got so many like park maps and like gifts and toys and hats and Mickey Mouse ears and so many things you guys have sent in. So we want to have them out for our live video viewers, so you can actually see them. And even like our $10 challenge, our $20 challenge videos, which I don't even know if the first one of those has come out yet, so you don't know what I'm talking about. But we have a bunch of really cool stuff from theme parks that we want to be able to show off when we do our shows. And so at some point, we're going to build up a space. We've been kind of going through Rooster Teeth over the past year has been building up our new studio, including this studio we're in right now. And now finally for the first time ever, like it's properly built out where we used to before. All of the broadcast folks who are working on the show, our sound engineers, our switchers, everything, they were all in the same room. Now they're actually in their own like broadcast area. And so it's just us and Cody, our lighting guy, who's super awesome. And so he's the only one, he has to hang in here because of the lights. But so we're finally getting to a point, and like the Achievement Hunter space was done, and that's a whole other can of worms we got to figure out. But yeah, so we're getting there, and at some point we will have a really, really cool annual pass space that we can have all of our cool stuff. So thank you everyone who has sent in stuff. As a matter of fact, we actually have some boxes here. I have some stuff here that I brought over. Yeah, so we can go through that in a little bit. So we can open some mail maybe during the stream. Once
Jack,
we get through
we do have one of the $20 challenge videos up on youtube.com/annualpass and over on the Rooster Teeth site. It's the $20 challenge we did at the Magic Kingdom in that main fair store, the first one we went to.
That's right, and we have the squishy soap stuff. Yeah, that's very cool. So we have a bunch of those made. $20 challenge. So the idea is a $20 challenge. What can I get for $20 or less at a theme park? And we've done a whole bunch of those. So
yeah, I love that idea, especially when you sometimes like it costs so much to kind of get to the park as well. But you want something. Yeah. Like okay, the maps are cool, but you want one thing, something you chose.
And $20 isn't that's a good price for a souvenir.
That's like allowance money. Like if mom, like as going to your local park, mom gives you a little money to go spend at the park.
Don't spend all
don't spend all. It's $20. Like I'm like okay, I'll get a snack and I need a souvenir.
Yeah.
Like I would opt to bring snacks if possible, just so I could spend the full $20 on the souvenir.
So I can get a hot dog anywhere.
Right.
I can only get this Mickey plush here at Magic Kingdom. So anyway, so yeah, we've done a series of videos of us going through looking for the best $20 object, and you know we'll take it out of your hands, so you don't have to worry about looking around just hunting down next time. Be like, oh yeah, where's the thing that they got? And boom, settle it for you right there. So those will be up. More of those will be up on the site, youtube.com/annualpass very soon. So.
Heck yeah, and tons of cool content. We're working on like doing some really awesome stuff. So I'm very excited to see all that come to life.
Absolutely.
Oh, we love you in chat too, everybody who's saying hi. Been hanging out with us so long. We're still going through some of our questions that we usually ask in every episode. And I like this one because I think this is a lot of people's favorite episode. And this is the Universal Studios tier list.
Oh yeah, this is the live show.
Yeah, the live show. And we asked everybody what's your tier list or S tier rides. You know, I had thoughts, let me just say, when you were chatting. I went, dang it, one, I wish I could have been there.
I know.
Two, this is quality content. I felt like such a fan, like just watching and listening to that episode. It was so jelly cakes that everybody that was allowed to be there live. So
well, it's so much fun because like playing to a live audience is so much different than like we love you guys and it's awesome having chat up here, but having a crowd to play to, oh my gosh, that was so much fun. Like we did RTX, like at RTX it was great. I think that was like you're very early on.
Yeah.
Past when we had you join us for RTX. So more live shows hopefully in 2023. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. But everyone had some solid answers, very different ones too. So I'll kind of go through them here. Dapper Cuddy says, I haven't been to Universal Orlando in quite a few years, but based off my last trip, I'd say E.T. Adventure, an absolute classic, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, my favorite use of this style of ride, and the Simpsons ride as a lifelong Simpsons fan. I didn't get a chance to ride a Revenge of the Mummy or a Velocicoaster or the Motorbike Adventure because they weren't out yet, but I think those could make my list. So top 3 that are like S tier-ish, solid.
Yep.
Solid picks. E.T., fire.
Absolutely.
Spider-Man, fire. Simpsons, not so much.
You're not a Simpsons fan?
No!
Aw.
I'm sorry.
You don't like being swallowed by Maggie?
No, I like going back to the future.
Okay.
That's what I like.
Did you ride Back to the Future?
Yes.
You did?
I was there. I am old enough to have ridden it,
Are
I
you
think.
sure you think?
When was the last year it was? Let's see.
Oh, man.
Ben Lexa, when did Back to the Future stop existing?
Yeah. We were actually, when I was there this past week, Doc Brown was out and walking around.
No way!
Yeah, he was pretty awesome. Ben Lexa.
It's okay.
We gotta get some new batteries for
I know.
Ben Lexa.
I know. No. Ben Lexa?
I'm working on it.
Okay, yes, chef. There it was. I'm very curious because I think I have. I'm pretty sure I have. I remember Biff a lot. I remember it being like through his perspective. Like I visually can see.
Well, you're chasing
things.
Biff. You were chasing.
Well,
Biff.
yeah, but like he's talking to you. You know
That's
what I
true,
mean?
yeah.
Like as a kid, again, I was like a kid. And remind you, I used to go, Universal was like my park. I used to go to Universal and Disneyland all the time. Universal had Barney, okay? I was a Barney girl.
Really?
And it was like a live show. Barney was there. Barney was real, okay? I have like childhood memories of like running in the rain to the Barney show, like praying that they wouldn't close it. Because it's like, it was like that outdoor theater, I guess, right? In that, when you first go in. So like, they could not let it happen if it was too bad of the rain. And I just remember my mom being so pissed that she would have to come all the way to Orlando just to, I didn't want to go on anything else. I just wanted Barney to.
Just one Barney.
That was it.
So Back to the Future, the ride closed at Universal Studios Florida on March 30th, 2007, 15 years ago.
Definitely old enough.
All right.
I am definitely older than 18 years ago.
I would hope so. That would be awkward.
Wait, did we just have a chibi Ben on the screen?
Yeah, we need some way to show whenever I'm talking, so.
Oh yeah,
make sure you
was he
guys can
popping
see
up
me.
and like, was he like moving around?
It was so cute. That's my first time.
Oh, look at him. Yeah.
Adorable. Hello. Okay, sorry.
And Alexa's here.
I'm a child.
I love it.
But cool. I didn't know it lasted that long. You would think that's something that like was a relic of the 90s. So to hear that it like lasted into the early 2000s, it explains a lot with my obsessions and why I like things like that. I got like exposed to it and then was like, well, where's the source material?
Okay, and then you kind of dove into it.
Yeah.
I want to find out more about this Marty McFly character.
Exactly. I was like, what's going on here? Time travel? Sign me up.
Yeah, I guess Marty McFly wasn't in the ride, but that's okay.
Nah, Doc was interesting enough for me.
Yeah. Well, I think I mentioned that I did the Great Movie Escape, so I got to do the Back to the Future escape room, and I won't spoil anything about the room. It was a lot of fun. But one thing they brought up was the Institute of Future Technology, the IFT, with that little square kind of logo.
Okay, yeah.
They had that in the ride. It was like, oh my gosh, it's the thing from the ride, the same universe. So that was pretty cool to see that.
Yeah, apparently there's a rumor that Back to the Future might come back.
I don't think that's true.
I'm
pretty sure Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale, I think, who are the guys behind it, they've pretty much said over our dead bodies. So I don't think.
Yeah, I think that rumor comes from Alicia Stella's Park Stop, actually, where they were talking about how Universal Studios Florida in 2024 is possibly going to have a new attraction that opens before Epic Universe. And the rumors were around either Back to the Future or Ghostbusters, but they were very, very early, loose rumors.
I feel like Ghostbusters makes more sense with the franchise still kind of being alive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if we were going to bring one back, but I'm biased. Sign me up.
Just get rid of the Jimmy Fallon ride and put another Ghostbusters attraction.
Right,
like it used to be
though.
back in the day. That's all I'm saying.
it might be
Ghostbusters were there first.
Well, I love that list. That is a very solid list. And we are ET stans here. We got to kind of talk about it. And I caught a cool reference in the ride when we got to go on it when we were down in Universal for Halloween Horror Nights. I'm a big like Spielberg fan. So we heard the like Close Encounters song in the ET ride that they're singing is pretty much the same tune that they use in that. So I thought that was kind of cool Easter egg for me. So I geeked out. I was losing it. And I'm in the ride and everyone's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "It's the thing. It's the thing."
It's the Close Encounters.
It's the Close Encounters. What are you talking about? No. We do have another answer from F1 Ferrari Girl, and they are responding with a very cool list. This may be an unpopular opinion, but I think eating is an adventure in itself, and I would consider it an attraction. I can tell you right now, Ferrari Girl, I agree with you. I consider the 3 broomsticks and the leaky cauldron S tier. They have some of the best food I've ever had. The lamb stew at the Leaky is the best lamb stew I've ever eaten. Plus, I get to pair it with Butterbeer, the best soda ever. And the beautiful view of the lake outside from 3 broomsticks is arguably also an attraction. Plus, at least in the Hollywood version, there's always a long line to get in the restaurant. Everything about it feels like an attraction. I appreciate your stance on that, and I love how you've defended it. So I'm gonna have to make sure that you get a park map signed from us with that response. Solid, solid.
And I wonder how many butterbeers I've had at the parks. I've had quite a few.
Yeah?
Now there's 3 versions of butterbeer now.
Okay.
They've got the regular one, which is the classic. They have cold, which is like a frozen kind of slushy version. Now they have a hot version.
Oh, I haven't had the hot version.
It's newer.
Ooh.
So I haven't had that one either, but I think regular is still over frozen versus regular. I go regular every time. So.
I also love what chat's saying right now. Does anyone else think that the ET ride doesn't smell as good as it used to recently?
It's changed.
They've switched smell suppliers, Corn Cobb McKee says.
Yeah, supposedly they swapped them out, and it's like it's not the exact same recipe as it used to be, but it smells different. It doesn't. I mean, it smells like radically different.
It's just really fun. As a theme park fan, I know exactly what you're talking about. For anyone who might not be at that level, though, this has got to sound like the weirdest thing we've ever said in our life. Like, well, smell supplier?
It's such a distinct smell. Like, so when you go into ET, it has this pine smell in the forest in the queue that is like, it triggers memories from when I was a kid, because it's such a distinct smell that you only get there. It's like that, and I would say like the burning of Rome smell from Epcot from Spaceship Earth. Yes. Those smells are like specific, you only have that smell in that real area. And the pine smell in ET is different now. And it's like, this isn't right. This doesn't feel right. It feels wrong. It's like, this isn't how it should be. What is going on? What have you done to my boy? My boy, what have you done to my boy? And so.
I love this comment from Hedgemon says, Jack should have BK sniffed those vials the smell guy sent.
Oh, yeah. You haven't smelled those before.
What's that?
So we have a gentleman named Liam who is from Europe who is he works at a smell guy? He works at a smell company. Like literally they provide theme parks and attractions with smells. And he sent us over about like 12 samples. And I let Jeff smell them. Some were good, some were not so good. And he had to try to figure out what it was. And it was a fun episode. That was early on.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, maybe I'll bring them back up. I have them in my house right now, so
heck yeah.
I mean, give it a shot.
It's kind of smart though to like put smells in attractions. Like smell is like the strongest memory. So if you smell something distinct on the ride, you're gonna remember that experience. So I never thought about it that way when I was younger.
Do you have a strong sense of smell?
I think I do.
Yeah.
I think I do.
I have fried mine over the years because I've had cats my whole life and litter boxes. They will just trash your sense of smell. They
body your smell. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, when I lived in Los Angeles and it was just like me and a bedroom and I had my cat's litter box like in a thing, but still it's like I would clean it twice a day and still it would get to you. So I have no sense of smell, which is horrible because Katie has a very intense sense of smell. And so she'd be like, can you not smell that? I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. You're wild. And she'd be like, I hate you.
That's so interesting, though. I never knew that. Smells can be very powerful.
Yeah. I mean,
good or bad.
It's one of your 6 senses, right? If you're including the dead one.
Oh my goodness. So we have another answer here as we're going through our tier list of rides and reading responses from the community. And fake account to disable autoplay says,
Nice.
Dave Cobb was separated at birth from Jack Black. I just love that comment, honestly, and I understand why you put that there because Dave is such a fun character. I'm jelly. Didn't get to meet him in real
You still
life.
haven't met him yet. Oh my gosh.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I can't stress you how, like, I got FOMO from watching this episode.
Oh man, Dave is a great dude. Super nice guy. He's on a podcast too. Actually, he's on a podcast called Rat Castle. It's a lot of fun. I've guested on there a couple times.
Oh,
so
cool.
If you want to hear more Dave stuff, go check out Rat Castle. Very awesome.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
And then our final answer here, I love this. Big is answering again. We love you, fam. They say I was at the live show, so it was answered for me. Favorite S tier is Men in Black for the gaming, accessibility, and repeatability.
Nice.
Side note for those that didn't attend, it was my question from the Q&A that caused the sharing of ride photos, and it paid off. How did it pay off?
So Dave, I don't know if it was on that full episode, but Dave was talking about, we were talking about ride photos because I love ride photos. I'm really good at spotting the camera and making goofy faces. And Dave said he found the best ride photo of all time. He was at Universal Studios in Hollywood, and he was with some friends, and they rode the Jurassic Park River Adventure. And when they were looking at their photos, they saw a photo, someone else's photo, and Dave's like, "Can I please pay for this photo? I want that photo. I'm not in it. I want that photo." It was a car. It was one of the vehicles, one of the ride vehicles from Jurassic Park River Adventure, full of monks. Like Shaolin monk-looking dudes, like in full robes.
My face hurts.
Riding Jurassic Park River Adventure, and like it's the most incredible photo ever. It's like what? And yeah, and so it's the most amazing thing. He's like, holy crap! So he has it. So he has that photo.
That's so funny.
It's such a cool photo.
I love that for him. That's hilarious.
So.
I would again a ride photo full of anyone. Wearing like the same type of like, I don't know, if you would call it like a uniform or garb or whatever, like I just think that would be funny. Like I meet him like ride full of nuns, I would have paid for that.
Oh,
like that would have been, like it's just so funny. It makes me want to all dress up as something to prank.
Yeah.
Someone,
well,
I want to bring an outfit and just for like certain rides, just put the outfit on.
Yeah.
Ride the ride and all look at the picture deadpan.
Well, used to you could do it. You could get away with some stuff that I don't think you can get away with anymore. One of my favorite things to do was on the Incredible Hulk. Was I would ride that and then and I would bring a park map with me.
Okay.
And I knew where the camera was, so I would unfold the park map and just let go of it and let it flap against my face, and I'd be like this. And so this park map was like whipping against my head.
That's so funny.
So I have a photo of that. You know, a lot of like, you know, see no evil, speak no evil,
Oh,
hear
I
no
love
evil
that.
with like friends and stuff. So yeah, I love ride photos. I love doing stuff like that. It's I don't know if you can bring. You're not really allowed to bring anything with you anymore.
Well, you
but,
could find a way.
maybe, but I also don't want to get kicked out of a
That
park.
is true. That is true. That's true. I mean, you gotta respect the rules. All right, they're there for a reason.
Yeah, I'm not the young kid I once was, so I can't get away with the kind of stuff. Now I'm just like an old man. Like, what are you doing?
They're like, what are you doing?
You know better than that. What? I just love the coaster. Anyway.
Let's see. I think we do. We have one more question here, and I like this one. This one's a cool one to end on. We have some solid answers. And this was from our interview with Universal Studios Creative Powerhouses.
Oh, that was Greg and Shelby. We actually recorded. That was your first time to record out at Universal.
Yes, at the secret studio.
I walked out there. I went by there. They're actually redoing that whole, not redoing it, but they're changing up that area because right next to the Radio Broadcast Center, you know, they have the Universal Pass Holders lounge area, and then they have like an ice cream shop and like a camera shop, and the Williams of Hollywood where they put all the old props and stuff. Those, pretty much all of those shops from like the Williams of Hollywood to the Universal Pass Holder Lounge, they're gutting them all, and they're moving the tribute store there.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
so
I feel like that's going to make it more easy to know where it is. Like, because it's kind of tucked away where it is, in my opinion, the tribute store.
The rumor is, so they're going to turn that into the tribute store area, which is a cool area, but also that the old tribute store area is going to become the preview center for Epic Universe.
Ooh.
So you can go in there and learn more about the attractions.
Interesting.
So, yeah, which I think that area was, or maybe it was where the lockers are for Mummy now, but that somewhere in that area was where they had the preview center for Islands of Adventure when they opened that up. So
Ooh.
Yeah, a little throwback. I'm excited for it.
That is super cool. Everyone's talking about their photo moments. Someone needs to show BK the best Splash Mountain ride photos.
There's a few of them.
Okay.
Like there's some I've seen people playing Jenga, where it's like they literally have like a Jenga tower that they've like glued together and they're holding like playing Jenga on the ride. I've seen people playing like chess on there where they're holding
really?
like, a chess thing. And,
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's some inappropriate ones that were really popular in the 90s, which you can't really talk about anymore now because you would just immediately get thrown out of the park. But yeah, that's a whole other thing.
Well, that is good. I'm glad that you brought it up. We might have to keep some of those photos in mind for us to look over because I need to see that in real life. Like you're saying it and I'm not believing that.
The Jenga stuff?
Yeah, like you're saying it and I go, I feel like I know what that looks like, but I'm not believing.
Ben Lexa might be able to find some of those more fun photos appropriate for stream photos.
Look up the Grumpy Mom Splash Mountain photo. Well, it sounded like there's enough here to talk about Splash Mountain as a whole, so maybe we need to save that reaction for something else. We'll have to see. But in the meantime, let's read some of these answers.
Okay.
Tony Hannah 9 says, I would build, the question for this episode, so that people know. The question is, what would you, I guess, build if you could make your own ride in a park? And Tony says, I would build an attraction at an airport. Probably something with an interactive, interesting queue like Escape from Gringotts that would make layovers much more interesting. Oh, like at an actual airport.
Okay.
Like an attraction to do while you're waiting for your flight.
Or would this be like they would replace like the tram in between terminals with like a Gringotts
That's
style
so
attraction?
funny. I just immediately thought of our Orlando tram incident and like.
You get on the APM or whatever it is, except it's like all of a sudden
it's a ride.
It's like Voldemort shows up. Have you seen Potter? Like, no, I just want to get my baggage.
I would love that though. I think that's a brilliant idea. I know that I don't know what it is, but at the Austin airport, there's this like terminal to heaven. Is that what it is?
It's like the infinite terminal or something.
The infinite terminal. Well, it's like an installation. I've seen like a few installations. They're usually more artistic, which are enough to get like you distracted for some time. But if you're like a big airport like Atlanta or it's a layover and you want to do something other than try to fall asleep in an uncomfy chair, I would 100% queue up for some sort of little attraction or escape room-esque thing. Like in the meantime.
In Dallas, they actually had a esports center for a bit. You could go and play. It was like a LAN center. You could go play games and stuff.
Oh, cool.
But honestly, every time I went by it, I usually had a quick turnover and just was like didn't have a chance to stop, and it was almost always very empty. So it's like I don't think it's there anymore, unfortunately.
Boo! Well, that would be sick. I love that idea, Tony. You were getting the park, Matt. Dapper Cody says, it would be pretty neat to design a roller coaster for Cedar Point. Ooh. It was my home park growing up, and being able to say I designed a roller coaster for arguably the coaster capital of the world would be very cool, even though I don't really care for big coasters myself. I'm getting Roller Coaster Tycoon fan from you.
Yeah.
Which is not a problem, not a jab. I get it. Sometimes it's fun to look at it and see it, but not be on it. I can very much agree. Are there any other like coasters that you could think of, Jack, where you'd be like, this is cool, I enjoy sitting here watching people ride this, but I'm not getting on it?
I mean, honestly, for me, I will pretty much ride any coaster, but those giant swings that you see where it's like a swing set that starts spinning and they bow out and then it goes up. No, I'm good. You guys can do that. That's the one thing that terrifies me more than anything else on the planet, and I will not do. But yeah, other than that, I'll pretty much do any coaster at least once, you know.
That's cool. You're braver than me.
Oh yeah?
I will stare at the drop rides and be very happy from the ground.
Okay.
And I will watch people be like, ah!
Well, I'll ride them and, let you know how they are.
Yeah, I'll try to take your picture.
Okay.
I'll zoom in with a really big lens, try to get your shot at the top.
I'll be the blur falling from the sky.
I would love that.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Elric says eSport thinking Terminal D is still at DFW Airport.
Oh, there you go.
And it is still very empty.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate part of it.
I love Abel Pacifist's remark about the airport attraction, make a lost attraction, like in the show. I would lose my mind. The numbers, what do they mean? Desmond, open the hatch.
BK, we gotta go back.
We gotta go back.
We gotta go back, BK.
That would be really cool. But I love that. I love that. I love the idea of designing something from a home park. Those are always so special to you. So Dapper, shout outs to you. It's Just Lane says, hey gang, sending love from Savannah. My location would be a Naval Air Station, Miramar in San Diego, California, where the original Top Gun program was.
Ooh.
I'd create a Top Gun coaster, which would be a mixture of intensity of Velocicoaster and the uniqueness of the Dueling Dragons coaster, with both carts would dogfight as a training exercise before coming together at the climax to take down an enemy aircraft. The pre-show and queue can include Tom Cruise and other cast members from the films, as well as offer a fun way to learn about the history of the Navy and Top Gun. I love you all. That is such a unique answer.
That would actually be really cool.
That sounds phenomenal. Like, can we pitch this? Like,
Yeah.
wait, let's go.
Who do we gotta talk to? Ben Lexa, get Tom Cruise on the phone.
Yeah, can we get him on speed dial, please?
Tell him we have an idea.
I think that's amazing.
Mr. Cruise, it's us again from Annual Pass.
I'll have our people talk to his people and see what we can come up with.
Good plan. Good plan. I appreciate
that's so
that.
cool.
Yeah, all about that. We get Miles Teller involved. He'll be in there.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm just thinking about the G's.
There we go. There's a Splash Mountain photo from looks like 2008 of two people playing chess.
Where did they hide that to get on the ride?
So I can tell you right now, this is in Hollywood or in Anaheim, not in Florida.
Can
you know how I know that?
Is it by the border?
No.
Is it by the cart itself?
Yes.
It looks like a log.
Well, yes, they all look like logs, but the ones in California are single file. The ones in Florida are two side by side. So, and also the ones in Tokyo.
It did look small. I guess that's what I mean by it's a log. It looks like a log because it's only one person.
There you go. And there's two gentlemen wearing suits and sunglasses. Like,
were they in the park all day in the suits?
They're like dapper men in black. I appreciate that. Man, that's cool. And there's some
Are
guys.
they playing Smash?
Some guys playing Smash.
Is that really a TV?
No, it's just a picture. But
oh man,
I appreciate the guy holding on to the GameCube.
He's committed.
At the front. Like that's intense. There's people with a big snake and a snake charmer at the front, it looks like.
Is she trying to eat the snake?
That's great. I love that.
Oh,
There's
man.
some people playing Jenga and Connect 4, and then a girl in the back who didn't get the memo.
No, she didn't get the memo.
There we go.
They're playing Monopoly.
Playing some Monopoly. I like the cash in the middle as well. Dude shaving.
Stop it.
That is so awesome.
It's unbelievable.
That is great. Oh, and there's
y'all.
Look, there's Ben Lex in the front. Me and Katie. I nailed the camera. I appreciate the guy in the back who was just there.
He's like, I'm here.
Yeah, I will tell you.
You did nail the camera.
Brer Rabbit is not actually there when you're on the coaster. Like he's not actually jumping up next to you. They add that in later.
Oh, that's not there. I thought the Bluebird was.
No, they're not actually there.
The dude in the back and me in the front could not be more apart in our emotions in that photo.
Yeah,
100%.
You are very excited. But yeah, there you go. That's Splash Mountain for you. Splash Mountain, which as a matter of fact, closes, I think, tomorrow, maybe? Or
real soon.
Yeah, or maybe the 23rd. It's closing very, very soon. So maybe next week.
January 23rd, 2023.
There you go. So the one in Florida closes next week, and the one in Hollywood will probably close a little bit later. And so we're doing an episode on it pretty soon. So we'll be talking about Splash Mountain pretty soon.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing this with me. I literally was not believing you. I thought you were lying.
Oh no.
Because I'm gullible sometimes. Only sometimes when it comes to things like that. And I was like, are y'all all lying to me right now? Is chat trolling me?
Park ride photos. I love taking a good park ride photo. Because it's like such an instant thing, and it's like you have to be on top of it. You have to know where the camera is and be ready and be able to make a face, you know. And it's just like I love that kind of stuff. That makes me so happy.
Heck yeah. We've got 2 answers left here. I think that's a good enough time. I just want to make sure we get these in. And here for the inversions, I'm pretty sure that's the name. Awesome username. Says, hey, love the podcast. I live in Glasgow, Scotland.
Ooh, Glasgow.
Glasgow. Glasgow.
All right.
I can't say words.
Take a breath before you start
I live
talking.
in Glasgow, Scotland, and me and my daughter listen to you guys every week for our post-Orlando trip theme park hit, and it makes us so happy when you describe your rides.
No.
One thing you mentioned about possible Ghostbusters shooting gallery. There is actually one that already exists, and it's awesome. It's at Motion Gate theme park in Dubai. What is up with...
Ooh.
All right, 2 for Dubai.
A lot of money in Dubai. A lot of money in Dubai. Say what you will about the location. There's a lot of money up there.
That's what I'm saying. I'm curious.
There's
Okay.
politics involved, but you know.
It's really similar to Men in Black at Universal Studios, but spoiler alert, you're shooting ghosts, Marshmallow Man, etc., with a cool final battle with Gozer at the end. Even the queue is neat. It's decked out like their fire station building, but has display cabinets with replica proton packs and ghost traps and other memorabilia. Check it out if you ever go to the UAE.
Nice.
Sick. I'm obsessed with that. I love that. It's making me feel like this might be the one they bring back if it exists somewhere already.
Well, I'm curious who has the rights to Ghostbusters. You know, it's like, Dan Aykroyd has been very much like kind of the gatekeeper for Ghostbusters. Like he's been kind of on top of making sure Ghostbusters does everything right. Like Spirits Unleashed, we have friends that worked on that game. And Dan Aykroyd is kind of like he puts a stamp on everything. He's sort of the final thumbs up on stuff. So maybe it's him we have to talk to. Like, Mr. Aykroyd, can we please
just get the ride back?
Make some stuff, please, sir? Someday.
Well, our final answer here is from Kojo34, and I'm obsessed with this response. They say, in California Adventures at Avengers Campus, I would build a Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique-esque experience so that people could come and design their own superhero costume.
Nice.
It would be incredible to see the designs people could come up with. It would be highly inclusive, knowing how popular experiences like that are such as with the lightsaber building. I think a lot of people would be interested in becoming honorary Avengers or quote unquote new Avengers, like even targeting like the kids a bit more since they are leaning towards new Avengers in the movie.
They are. They're certainly building out a group of young folks.
Yes, they are. I think that would be sick. I would love to see like Ms. Marvel around, maybe as a face character there, kind of as a fan herself, being like, let's design your costume. I could just like
she helps you walk through it.
Yeah, I think the lore there would be super cool.
That would be cool. Yeah, I would be down for that. As a matter of fact, that's the one thing that Disneyland has over Orlando is like when they're putting out Marvel shows. So like when Loki was out, it seems like every week after a new Loki episode would come out, they would have Loki in whatever costume he was in the show in the park.
Oh, that's so smart.
like when he first showed up, he was like in cuffs in like the TVA jacket and whatnot. And then when they had the classic Loki, I think, in like the green sort of like spandex, they had him out for a while. And they had like him in like the proper, like the really nice looking outfit.
Cool.
Yeah, so they like alternated. And like when WandaVision was coming out, they would drop Wanda out, like Wanda and Vision, and like their period pieces out and stuff. So
I would love. I haven't been to Avengers Campus, and I've seen all my friends go, and I'm super jelly.
Yeah, definitely. That is one I absolutely want to get out there for. Someday we will go. We will explore, and it'll be fun.
I'm also loving the community right now, especially YouTube chat is over here talking about planning some meetups or something.
Heck yeah.
So I do want to say we do have a past Discord. If that helps with your plans, please.
Yeah, we have a fantastic Discord channel. That's actually where the Rope Drop Run Club sort of began, was over in in our Discord chat. And so it's been pretty great watching that expand and get bigger and bigger and bigger. So yeah, if you want to jump over there and join us, we'd love to have you. It would be splendiferous. We would appreciate it.
Splendiferous. That's a big word.
Thank you.
Mr. E. Bickhead says, any plans to visit the Land of Oz theme park in North Carolina this fall?
Ooh, I don't know. I have no plans to yet. I mean, I'm up for visiting any theme park though, so.
Or how about Dollywood?
I would love to go to Dollywood.
I want to go to both of those.
Yeah.
Are they both in North Carolina?
Dollywood, I believe, is in Tennessee. We looked it up during the Christmas episode, remember? Ben Lexa, where's Dollywood located? It's like something Edge. It's like a very southern kind of name where it's like Bull's Head, Tennessee, or something like that. I forget what it was. Yeah, I can't think the name. Binlex is looking, typing in the things. Beep boop doop boop boop beep Alexa.
Apparently, according to Google, it's in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Pigeon Forge. That's what it was. Yes, that is correct.
Sorry, I was second guessing myself. I was like, "There's no way this is the actual name of a town."
I said Bull's Edge, and I got close. It was an animal something. So there you go.
You did. It was animal something.
Yeah. So
very impressive.
Nailed it. Nailed it right there.
Yeah, that's really cool. I want to go to more, like, as much as a big Disney fan I am, and I love Universal, I want to go to like more parks outside of those, like, or the big three, even Six Flags. Like, I want to do these local parks. I have really awesome people in my community who stay going to Knott's Farms all the time.
Oh, yeah?
I feel like I've seen so much of it, but have never been. So now I kind of need to go.
That would be cool. Yeah, like go to Knott's Berry, or I want to do like Knott's Scary, like the like the special things they do out there. There's a lot of cool stuff that I want to get out to, but it's tough because Universal's got Nintendo World opening up, and it's like I want to get out there for that, and there's just so many things happening. And then of course Halloween Horror Nights is coming back this year. They've announced Chucky is coming to Halloween Horror Nights this year, which
that's been announced?
Yeah, which is absolutely
huge,
terrifying. Like the idea of like a little Chuckies running around. It's like, oh no, that's gonna be not fun.
I'm actually terrified of that. I'd be afraid I might kick one of them. It'd be like a reaction. Like I'm just
Just say that publicly now, so when it happens big, I told you.
No, I'm gonna learn to restrain myself, but
wasn't pre-planned.
I don't want to. Accidentally, you coming over here scaring me with your little knife. Like, that's childhood a trauma right there being reopened. That's terrifying.
Oh man, that'd be fun.
I'm already speculating what the houses would be, and if they're doing Chucky, I feel like why not do some other throwback names? But they've kind of really focused on one major title, and then really kind of do whatever. Around. At least recently, they haven't been super heavy onto overall themes.
Yeah, well, 2 years ago, so not this past year, but the year before, was an anniversary year. And so anniversary years typically is kind of like we're gonna theme around the anniversary. But this last year was kind of the first year in a while where it was like we can kind of do whatever we want, and we got some really cool stuff out of it, in my opinion. I really dug it. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah, but I am excited to see what they come up with now, and especially with the the place opening up in Vegas. It's like, what are they gonna do with that? Like, how will that tie into the lore of Halloween Horror Nights? Will it tie into the lore of Halloween Horror Nights? But we saw Jack and Chance in there, so there's a very good chance they'll be part of it. No pun intended. So yeah, I'm just excited to see what they come up with. Like Universal, they've got Halloween down on lock.
Oh yeah.
And so it's like whatever they want to do, I'm all for it. I will be there with bells on and various camera equipment to point at people. And speaking of that, we have a lot of our Halloween Horror Night stuff. We're finally getting that stuff cut down, so you should start seeing that content up on our channel, youtube.com/annualpass.
I guess.
Also, Annual Pass Pod on TikTok and Annual_Pass on Twitter and on Instagram. Go follow us over there if you haven't already, and please spread the word about that. And yeah, we would love to see your comments on those.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of horror year-round. You don't have to have the season for horror. It can be any time to be spooked.
I mean, arguably Christmas can be a horror at some points too, depending on your family. It's like
100%. So I'm thrilled to see more kind of different themed attractions and parks and things. Because a lot of times it's always like, yay, come be happy, joyous. I'm like, well, maybe if I want to come and be terrified or come and have a different vibe, I'll still be joyous, but in a different way. I think these horror parks are gonna really be something I think a lot of people are gonna enjoy.
Yeah, it's gonna be something very unique and very, very cool. I am pumped to see how it all works out in the long run.
Oh yeah, and I'm curious on a check-in on this Lego coaster you're building. How is it looking? Are we looking like we're gonna be able to put them together?
I don't know if we'll be able to finish it today.
No.
It's just there's a lot of repetitive stuff.
You teased me.
I know.
I could have helped you with repetitive.
There's not a whole lot left. I mean, I got stuck at the beginning, but I promise you, one more time, we'll finish it. So I'm gonna get through, I'm on step 10 right now, and I'll get through this today. And then really, I think step 11 is kind of polish. Like, I want to say we might actually link these up after I finish this, and then you put it all together, but we'll see. I'm going to get through this. I still got about 25 minutes or so.
I would say step 10 is like 20 steps, Jack.
Well, I mean, it's a whole lot. There's a whole lot of things here. It's Lego. Come on. What can I say?
I don't know. I think for good reason. My family wanted me to stay very far away from Lego.
Why is that?
Because
Would you swallow the pieces or something?
no, I don't swallow the pieces, Jack. I just might lose them, and I told you I'm not good with instructions.
Ah, well.
So like, they can't just give me I heard that there are like variety packs.
Yeah.
Like I have a cousin who's really into them, and she's getting really good with them, and she makes creative things with variety packs. And I guess I remember growing up, there were less sets. At least I remember it would be bags of just Lego.
Yeah.
And I feel like the marketing when I was younger was more like, here's Lego, make stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Get me out.
Yeah, Lego's been really good now about doing more adult theme sets where it's like, here's something really intricate or really massive, you know? Like a set like this, you would never see when I was a kid, because this is something that's like really big and intricate and stuff. But you have, you know, people who were children my age when they were growing up, like born in the 80s, that now have some disposable income, and they can be like, oh, I can spend some money on you know, on some toys like this, like something big. Are you okay?
I just saw someone walking around with a samurai sword.
Shane has a giant samurai sword just behind the camera.
Sorry.
Pay no attention to what's happening behind the curtain.
Yeah, I got a little it was hard to not notice that, unfortunately. Forgive me. I got very distracted.
It's all
I was
good.
curious if we were going to use it to destroy the Legos, and I got very sad.
Because
all your hard work, you've been doing this for months.
I've been doing this for a very long time.
I was like, absolutely not. I was going to put my body on the line to defend it for you.
That's very sweet. You don't have to do that. You don't have to sacrifice yourself for Lego.
I was going to be like, no.
There's plenty of Lego. There's only one BK, so we can't, you know, I can't go pick up another BK at the Lego store.
No, you cannot, unfortunately.
That would be, you know, it'd be convenient if we could. It'd be a lot easier that way, but, you know.
But I did see someone online, someone from the community, I guess you can kind of make mock Lego peoples, and they made like a version of me.
Oh, really?
If I were Lego with my curls and everything. I think they did me, Joe, and Kai as Lego people.
That's super cute.
It was adorable. So now I'm curious, can you get custom Lego like that?
Yeah, at some of the Lego stores, you can actually go in and make your own Lego minifigs. And so people have sent in Lego minifigs of the Achievement Hunter cast before.
Oh
As
my
a matter of fact,
gosh.
someone actually sent in the off-topic set built out of Lego, like for me to build. And I still have it. And the plan was to do it during a live stream at some point. And then I think quarantine hit or something. But there was some reason, it's like, I still have it and I still want to do it at some point. So that will happen for sure eventually.
Oh, Rooster Teeth Passless says, are y'all opening anything today as well?
You know, I've got this here. If you wanna open this.
What is
not
this?
entirely positive. There's an address on there. Make sure that doesn't get shown.
Okay, I'll put it in my lap so you can't see.
Just get it right down the barrel of the camera.
Yeah. Well, with the angle I had it might have been.
And so also, I want to say the twins sent us something. I think Jennifer and Jessica sent us something. I couldn't find the box though, so it exists somewhere. We have it. I don't know if y'all are watching. Love y'all, but I will find it. I'll track it down. This all kind of came together pretty quick, so we will make it happen though.
Well, this has been beautifully packaged. So, and the note is right on top.
Convenient.
It says, Dear BK, Jack, Jeff, Ben, and crew, I wish you all happy holidays and hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving as well. Here is a second bundle of goodies from my mother, the Disneyland DCA nurse. A few variations of the Disneyland and CA adventure maps, postcards, buttons, and more. Mom informed me that the Frozen Magic Happens maps are somewhat rare or hard to find because they were released the week that the park shut down for COVID a few years ago.
Ooh.
So not many people got them. She tried to get a handful of them. Thank you guys once again for being such incredibly kind people and always extremely entertaining. Extra Life was freaking awesome as usual, and I can't wait to see some more behind the scenes videos of the new AH office. Sheds one single tear.
Oh.
I'll send the next bundle of goods when Mom grabs me more map variants, and since y'all gave her a shout out last time, maybe you could shout out my little brother Hunter this time.
Hunter.
Hunter, you've been shouted out. Thanks again, love. Is it Levi or Levi the Ginger?
I think Levi. Probably.
Levi. Okay, Levi. Much love. P.S. I've sent some cool tickets. I was hoping you could autograph them if possible from AH Live.
I think maybe I sent those back. I'm not 100% positive
Well,
on that.
we'll triple check. You heard it now. I will be on Jack's booty cheeks to make sure it is done. Well, let's see what we got up in here, though. What is this? They're in fancy little envelopes. Oh, these are envelopes.
Ooh. To
send some things in. All right, I'm a sucker for this stuff, okay? It's a fat stack.
That is a stack of maps right there.
Okay, come here. You're gonna get a close up. I'm gonna show a handful of them. I'm trying not to take them all out the bag. All right, so we'll do the frozen one here. This one is one of the rare ones. Just so we can get a cute little beautiful picture. Magic Happens. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm in love with these, and tons of these. So, if you answer our questions that we always pose at the end of every episode, you too might get a park map.
You might get to walk home with one of those.
You might get to walk home with one of those. Pixar Pier we got.
Nice.
California Adventure. Beautiful. What else we got? Ooh, Fantasmic. Oh, last time I went there, it wasn't open.
It's reopened now.
I need it in my life.
And there's new scenes, apparently.
Oh, I gotta go back. Oh my goodness, you gave us World of Color. We've got, what are these? I love Star Wars.
Oh, Chewie.
Oh, that's a great one. So many of these in here. Oh, thank you so much for the park maps. You've got some solid ones. You got a Winter Wonderland going on up in here. Yeah. I'm in love. Thank you for the maps. Thank you
very much, Levi. I appreciate that.
And then we've got other goodies up in here.
And I will track down those park tickets if you haven't gotten them back yet.
Yes, we've got a Plaza Inn picture this is from Disney. I've never heard of this. I'm reading the back. There's like a private bathroom for Walt's special guests. Ooh. And then we've got a little Goofy chefing it up in the kitchen. Can I get one of these?
You want a Chef Goofy?
That's what I'm saying. Chef Goofy cooking it up. Sign me up. I've got some fancy glasses from the Disney Youth programs and a Mickey Mouse puzzle. Beautiful art.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, some of the classic.
Really pretty.
500 pieces. More shades and more. What are these? What is up with Goofy chefing it up? Is this a special thing? An original Goofy's chicken recipe. Does it open? It's a recipe.
There's an actual recipe in there?
Yes. PBJ Pizza, an original Goofy's kitchen recipe.
Not sure about that one.
What's the other one? Goofy worms and dirt.
What?
It says a worms and dirt. It's probably like a pudding or something. Yeah, beat pudding mix into a large bowl. You've never had worms and dirt?
No.
And you put like gummy worms inside it and like Oreo cookie crumbs on the top of the pudding.
Huh.
They're like snackoos.
Okay.
Yeah, 24 worm-shaped chewy fruit snacks. Ah! I'm so excited. Sorry. Okay, well, I'm taking some Chef Goofy stuff.
All right, are you gonna take that and make some and bring it up to the next recording we do?
I will.
That'd be pretty rad. I will absolutely enjoy that.
We've got some cute little dream patches and some pins. Some really cool pins in here are definitely this one, the Happy Birthday Mickey and Minnie one, a Captain Marvel one, Cars up in here, and an honorary citizen of Disneyland where dreams come true.
Whoa.
What do you have to do to get that pin?
I want to be an honorary citizen.
It literally says honorary citizen.
So they have a thing where they have a parade and they will select people, like family, to be like the people in the parade who like have the key to the city. I wonder if that's the pin you get along with it.
Key to the city.
Yeah, I think.
Interesting.
I could be wrong on that one, but I think that might be it.
Well, this is beautiful.
That's
Thank
pretty
you
sweet.
so much for the lovely care package.
We also got this as well.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let me put everything back in the box.
No problem.
So we don't forget who it's from.
I don't want to crush my ears.
Here we go. Here, let me move the ears. Oh, your ears?
Yeah, that's my marathon ears.
There we go. You can put it there.
There we go.
Okay. These are awesome. I'm kind of already here. I'm like, let me see, Fantasmic. Hold on. once we get our space, I'm gonna put it in my temp space in my desk.
Nice.
In our temp office.
Our 9th temporary location we've lived in right now.
Tempity temp. Thank you so much for the love. We appreciate it. I've already taken my recipe, so I'm gonna have to.
All right.
There's more in there, but I just took one of each.
PB&J pizza.
PB&J pizza.
Not sure about that one.
Ooh, we've got this lovely box in here. Let's read what the note says. Oh, okay. Let's see. Jack, Jeff, and BK, hello. Enclosed is a few things I gathered from Cedar Point here in Sandusky, Ohio. Jack and BK, I have a lanyard for you. It was giving out to employees with the tagline of Best Summer Ever. Jeff, I have for you, as a fellow Survivor fan, a Big Bash cup with the Survivor theme. Big Bash is the end of the year season party for employees with food, games, and even rides open. Also, I put in a collectible. It's a ruby glass cup etched with Cedar Point and the name of the guest who bought it. It's from the early 1900s.
Oh, wow.
The souvenir map that is included is from the 2022 season. I love the show and hope to hear more every week. Nick or at Hammy PB. Oh, thank you.
So yes, there's one thing in there. I think the rest of it got mixed with some other stuff.
Okay.
So
well, the cup is in here, and this is the one that apparently is 1900s.
That's cool.
Like.
Yeah, I saw it. I looked at it before. I was like, it has a name on it, and that makes a whole lot more sense now why it would have a name on it.
Cedar Point.
But yeah, the rest of the stuff we do have. Again, the problem of not having a proper space is some things get mixed up. But thank you very, very much for that. That is very radical.
Yeah, it's a beautiful and such an awesome souvenir. I would have never thought. Again, I don't know how you got that. It's got to be in your family? It's a collectible.
But I love that it has someone's name on it. It's just
yeah.
like some person, from however long ago got that. It's like, this is cool. And then that got passed down over the years, and now it ended up on our little podcast.
I'm so honored.
That is so cool. I very much dig that.
I'm a Disneyland honorary citizen for role-playing with a CM. Cast member?
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. So do they just give out honorary citizen pins? Do I get the keys to the city?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the full extent of that kind of stuff, but that's kind of cool. If we have more information on it, that'd be rad.
Right? I would like to know.
Man, Katie and I recently rewatched Princess and the Frog. Mm-hmm. That's such a fun movie.
It is.
Such a good movie.
Such a good movie.
We were sort of in the mood because we rode Splash Mountain when we were out in Orlando, and it's like, oh yeah, it's going away, and we're replacing it with Tiana. It's like we're super excited for that, and so it's like, let's watch it again. It's like, oh god, I forgot how good this movie is.
The music is just fire. I love music, jazz, blues.
Keith David is he's
so good.
Such a great voice.
Yes, 100%.
Keith David and Tony Todd, their voices are so good. And Tony Todd has been in tons of stuff. He's Candyman, the original Candyman. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Not a kid-friendly role,
No, definitely not.
Anyway, very excited for that. Okay.
I was gonna say there's such a great villain in that film.
Oh yeah.
I was curious to ask you or chat if y'all had any favorite Disney villains.
Favorite Disney villains?
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of just run down the list. There's some great ones. I mean, Jafar, Ursula. Ursula's a great villain.
I love Ursula. There's a creator that I follow, Tiffany. She's great. She does this series where she's like villain's PR manager or lawyer, depending on the scenario, and she kind of like defends why some of the villains would be behaving. And one of my favorites is Ursula, because she goes, well, she didn't read the fine print in the contract.
Yeah.
My client clearly signed a contract. So I very much love Ursula.
That is great.
Such a good one. Hades is a great villain.
Hades is a good villain. Mm-hmm. I mean, you gotta love the Incredibles villains are great too.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about Incredibles. How could I?
God, who was is it Syndrome? Was he the villain from the first movie?
I think so.
And it's such a clever way of doing it, whereas like, kind of a spurned fan became a super villain. It's like, that's such a neat thing.
It's so smart.
Yeah.
Super smart. Maleficent is solid. I don't know if I like Maleficent though, like that.
but she's not bad anymore. That's according to.
Oh, I haven't seen those movies.
They're actually not bad.
I heard they were good.
Well, I should say the first one's not bad. The second one's a bit, like the first one is not a serious take, but it's a more kind of serious take on it. The second one's much more jokey.
Okay.
And so it's not, in my opinion, not as good as the first, but yeah, still fun though.
I guess. I'm a big fan of, I like Scar. He's like a bad villain.
Jeremy Irons is so good.
Yeah.
So many great voices in Disney just content in general.
Oh yeah, and I feel like it's like getting better, like, or not getting better, but I would say it's not getting worse. Like they always kind of one up themselves.
Yeah.
And they always make sure to cast some really good voices. So I love that. Even in the live actions, I know they try. Sometimes they're not the best, but sometimes they're really good.
I mean, I've enjoyed most of the live action stuff. Like, I know people like to crap on Aladdin. I really enjoyed Aladdin.
I've heard out of all of them, that is definitely one that is good.
Have you not seen it?
I haven't.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I was waiting because I actually thought the casting was solid.
Yeah.
But too many people were being haters about it, so I wanted to give myself space to not be clouded by that.
Yeah, that's a good approach to it, because you know it's like it's Will Smith. It's not Robin Williams. So many people are just like, this isn't Robin Williams. Like, well, obviously it's not Robin Williams, and it's like there's some similarities because it's the same character, but for the most part, he takes a different role on it, and they take some new kind of different approaches to it, and I really enjoyed it, and so I hope you enjoy it as well.
Yeah, I want to check it out. I think the ones I didn't like the most, I couldn't get through The Lion King.
Oh, the
I really couldn't.
realistic CGI Lion King.
I just couldn't do it. I watched I would say maybe 20 minutes of it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I could not keep watching. I love the soundtrack for it, but the movie, not so much.
No, wasn't your cup of tea.
Not my cup of tea. And the other one that wasn't my cup of tea, unfortunately, and I really wanted to love it, was Beauty and the Beast.
Really?
I really wanted to love it, but for me, the singing, it's really important.
Yeah.
And other people did very good, but the main.
You crapping on Emma Watson?
I am Emma Watson.
No. Oh no.
They could have gone with. Is Emma Watson really the one that's bringing in people for that movie?
Oh, I mean, can you name? Well, I guess Ewan McGregor and Gandalf, Ian McKellen. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. That movie, I will say the first time I watched it, I was like, it's okay. But then I've given it some rewatch. I'm like, oh, okay, actually, I enjoy it now.
Yeah, I think overall, I feel bad talking about it, but if they took out the music part.
It just took out the music part of the musical. It's not a big deal.
I know. I feel so bad.
Because they did that in Mulan and everyone lost their minds for it.
But they changed the story,
That's
Jack.
True.
They changed the story. I could go off about Mulan live action.
Mulan is and
it's frustrating. First of all, Mulan didn't need another female character that doesn't exist in the original traditional story to fight.
Well, they also turned her into a superhero.
That part
and it's like Mulan's not a superhero. That's the whole point of it.
The story of Mulan, it's supposed to be that everyday person. It's supposed to be any woman out there could do this. There's nothing special
but she has
about her.
Her Muso or whatever it was.
I know. I was like, what's going on here? What is this, Dynasty Warriors? I'm upset. I'm upset. Don't tell me you're going back to the traditional story.
She pursued Lu Bu, and it ruined the movie.
And it ruined the movie. They said stick to the story.
No, what are you doing? She's like, stop Lu Bu. I'm like, no. Anyway.
No, but I was like, I'd love to be able to kind of go off on these, because most people I talk to don't kind of care as much about the world of Disney when they talk about the movies.
Yeah.
So when I talk with our Animal Pass crew, I know they get the source material.
You've at least seen it, you know what we're talking about.
Right, right.
You can get away with us kind of, nerding out about certain things. I mean, that's honestly, it's kind of why I made Annual Pass. It was like, this is something I'm very, passionate about, and I know there's a large group of people out there passionate about it as well, and it's kind of cool to be like, hey, we're all nerds together, and that's what we're doing here. And so having you join us as well, it's like, see, you're one of us.
One of us.
You're one of us. All right, this looks confusing. Okay, so here we go.
No.
So this, I plug into this thing first.
Is this the drop or?
I'm not sure exactly. And then this goes here. Oh, and then it goes, oh, that's neat. Then it connects down to here.
Oh, this is insane.
That's cool. It makes a little tray. That's neat.
Oh, chat says, BK, oh, it's TNT Raider. Hello, fam. What if they do live action Atlantis or Treasure Planet?
You know, so Katie loves Treasure Planet.
Me too.
So my wife, she loves Treasure Planet. We found an ornament, a Christmas ornament of Treasure Planet. Like,
Is it on the Skyrider?
no, it's just the two main characters kind of side by,
Oh,
or like the bad
okay.
guy and the main character side by side.
Beautiful.
And but it's just an ornament, and it's like Katie literally gasped when she saw it because they've never really made anything for it. And so she's like, "Oh my gosh!" And so of course we bought it, but it was like, "Wow, okay, maybe they're actually gonna look at some of these movies again." So
Heck yeah. I think
see.
Treasure Planet would make an awesome movie, and I think Atlantis deserves to be like a series.
yeah,
Just because there's so much of the world to explore, I think it would be really cool to kind of see it all kind of play out and build the crew and take the time with Milo before they kind of start the journey. Like,
yeah.
I've been watching a lot of Dark Materials on HBO.
It's finished too, right?
Yeah, I'm a little behind, so no spoilers.
Okay, no, I haven't finished it yet either. So.
But it's kind of gotten me into that fantasy realm, and I'm like, can we just get like give me Atlantis, but like that. Like, sign me up, Disney Plus. What's going on?
Okay.
Also, where can I audition?
Oh yeah, you want to be in it?
Absolutely.
So, Kira, I think, is the character's name.
Kida.
Kira.
Yes, I would
Close.
kill. Or any of the one of the engineers. She's great. Just being a part of the crew. I just love how diverse the cast is. Like,
True.
it's really cool, and it's a fun story. It's very kind of like D&D. Like, you have your squad, and everyone's a character, and everybody has their proficiency. So I would love for a mini-series.
Well, I would fight on your behalf for you to get a role in that.
Yes.
That would be great.
Let me know. Noah Smith says Treasure Planet starring Tom Holland.
Ooh.
Isn't he a little too old now?
I mean, he also kind of like, you know, sort of, he got spent on Uncharted, right?
Yeah.
It's a little similar to that, but to be fair, I guess The Rock made like 9 movies where he's a dude in the jungle. So maybe we can do something like that again. Someone can sort of play a similar role.
Can we do Treasure Planet, but what's his name? Timothy Charlemagne or whatever?
Chalamet?
Chalamet? I don't know his name. I'm bad with names. That's my 2023 goal, is to work on remembering some
Timothy
actors' names.
Charlemagne would be my favorite person ever. I would be down for that.
I think he'd be good in Treasure Planet.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, he's got that I'm
from Dune?
strapping. Yeah, the kid from Dune.
Yeah.
I could see it. I could see it.
He was also in Little Women. He was great in Little Women.
I haven't seen that. I just found that out.
Oh, he's
so
good.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Good movie. Good movie.
Timothy Champagne? No, that's not his name.
3 of these, and is it just straight away? Or is it a little oopie doop?
Please no Timothy. Please, I'm not a fan. Listen, maybe the role would give him a little more room to be likable.
You know what? It's funny because like Miles Teller for me, I just didn't like the kid.
Okay.
Like it was just like he had a run of movies where I was like, like he did Fantastic Four and this wasn't good. And like
Sure.
Whiplash was good. But I mean, it was good, but he was a jerk in that movie. But that was the role he was meant to play. And I was just like, oh, Miles Teller just kind of drove me nuts. But then he did. Top Gun, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he was so good in Top Gun. It's like, okay, maybe I'm on the Miles Teller train again.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying. Maybe it's just sometimes a lot of these actors, they play like roles you don't really like get to see them be different, or they kind of are like the same character, and you're like, well, I really don't like this character.
Yeah, or they get sort of not typecast, but they get stuck in roles where it's like, oh, you kind of suck. You're kind of crappy there, buddy.
I'm kind of obsessed with all the names chat is saying. Timothy Charizard. I'm angry.
Timothy Charizard.
Oh my
I'm
god.
down with that.
I would like Andrew Garfield as Milo. I would pay for that.
Man.
I am a Andrew Garfield stan.
He's too old now, right?
But for like Atlantis, like.
I thought Milo was young, or I thought younger, I should say.
Okay, define young, Jack.
I would say like 20s.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
And you think Andrew Garfield still get away with playing like,
I mean, yeah, but
early 30s, late 20s? I'd be fine if they aged up Milo just a little bit.
Right. I suppose. Yeah. Oh man.
I would love for some of those older movies though to kind of come back. Like I think I would love for new IPs. Like I like the Frozen world, especially with what they're doing in the second movie, making it more like a world.
1,000% they're gonna make a Frozen live action movie. 1,000% they're gonna make a Frozen live action movie. Who would you want to see as the sisters in Frozen?
Oh my gosh,
because if it's the first one, Kristoff isn't really around. He's around, but he's not as big of a focal point as he is in 2. So who would be who would it be? Would it be? I mean, it couldn't be Idina Menzel and Kristen Bell. They're too old to play the
they
sisters.
are. They are. Would it still have music?
Of course it would.
Oh man.
You can't get rid of it. I mean,
so you have to think about. Oh no.
If you do Frozen and don't have Let It Go in it, I mean, what's the point, right? That's the whole thing.
Point? Why don't we get the Rachel from Glee?
the funny girl, yeah, she's been in
the
everything.
girl who looks like Idina Menzel's child.
Leah Michelle. Yeah.
I don't know. Is she too old now?
I mean, there's a whole other bag of worms that come.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Okay, no.
There's a lot of drama around.
We want
there.
no drama. Drama free.
Yeah, I have no idea. Chad, do you guys have any ideas?
I'm curious. Live action Frozen.
Who would be live action Frozen? You got to have Alan Tudyk has to be Duke of Wesselton.
Okay, yeah,
He actually has to be the Duke of Wesselton.
That makes sense.
Because he was also the Duke of Weaseltown in not Animal Planet in what's the name of it with Judy Hopps and
Zootopia.
Zootopia, yeah. Do you know that little Easter egg?
No.
So in Frozen, he plays the character as the Duke of Wesselton. He's like, I'm Wesselton, not Weaseltown, Wesselton. And in Zootopia, he plays the Duke of Weaseltown. Like he plays that character.
That's so funny. I never put that together. That's hilarious.
Yeah. He's also the voice of not Pua, but he's the voice of the rooster in Moana.
Oh, Moana. Yes. Yeah. Okay, that's really cool.
And he's been the voice of many just animals, where it's just like they could have been anyone, but it happens to be Alan Tudyk. He's like a good luck charm for Disney animation.
I guess. I like the Taylor Swift answer.
Taylor Swift? I don't know about a live action Olaf. I mean, that would be CGI for sure. They've done the live action show of Frozen. Do they any film too? I don't know. Josh Gad, do you think Josh Gad would come back? And I mean, I think like Olaf would be CGI.
I think the same voice would come back.
Yeah,
I can
see Josh Gad do it, unless you just want to like replace the cast in general. So Helen Mirren as Elsa and Meryl Streep as Anna. Maybe like the future generation.
Yeah, just go watch the Into the Woods movie. You'll get your Meryl Streep on.
Such a bad movie.
But just go watch it. You'll have fun. I watched it as a parody.
Oh.
Should I have not watched it? Was I not supposed to be laughing?
I mean, no, it's like that. I love musicals. Like, don't get me wrong. I love musicals.
Right.
Like, I will go see musicals every day of the week, and I watched Into the Woods. Excited. I'd never read about the play. I just knew it was like a bunch of fairy tales all blended. And then you watch it, and it's like, Emily Blunt's in it, and she's fantastic. It has this whole song about how much I love my husband, and then Chris Evans shows up, and she's like, or Chris Pine shows up, and she's like, oh yeah, forget my husband, whatever, no big deal. And it's like, what? And anyway.
I definitely watched it as a parody. Okay. So like anything that was like subversion like that, I was like, so this is funny, right? Like it's like, oh, it's a musical, fairy tale musical, and she's supposed to go out with her husband, like. So maybe I need to go back and watch it again.
It was painful for me. Like none, because there's like 4 different threads and none of them really stuck for me.
Totally.
That guy named J-Lo says Chloe Grace Moretz is Anna. That'd be kind of cool.
Who is Chloe Grace? You got to give me popular media.
She was Hit Girl in Kick-Ass.
Yes, with the face. She's got.
I mean, she's much older now. She's been in a number of things.
Yeah.
We filmed something with her here.
Really?
As a matter of fact, she played Rocket League with us.
Oh, that's so cool.
That was pretty great.
That's awesome.
God, that was forever ago.
She could be cool, but...
Anyway, it's past our time.
Oh, no, already?
I finished step 10. Look at this guy. So this thing is almost done. It's almost done.
Close.
We're very close. Here, as a matter of fact, I'll show you what... I'll put the other one next to it. They don't connect yet, but you can get
show
the
the 2 parts for sure.
All right, let me grab this one. Make sure it doesn't break as I pick it up. Okay, we're good. And so, here we go.
Wow.
That came off as I was lifting it. Oops. Put that back together. So.
Amazing.
These will go like this when it's all said and done. So it's pretty big size.
You're so close.
So close.
Next live stream, you're totally finishing this.
I think so. I've only got one more little section left, and I can totally do one section.
Duct tape it together, call it a day.
Yeah.
No, we've got to finish it.
We're this close. I can pull it off. I can make it happen. So, all right. that's going to do it for us today. I love this camera. It's kind of got me like wedged in the corner
beautiful.
over
I
here.
love it.
Thank you again, everyone who's tuned in, who's watched, who supported Annual Pass. Thank you so much to the Rope Drop Run Club who came out to Marathon Weekend this past couple weekends ago. It was so much fun. It was so awesome seeing this community, like, what we've started with and how big we've gotten, and it's great, and you guys are the best, and we love you so much. Thank you, BK, for being here today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
And you guys are great. And so we're pretty much mailing everyone a park map who we read out loud today. At some point, I'm going to get your emails from our community director, and then we'll go through. I'll email you. You get an email from me, and I'll be like, hey, send me your address, and we'll mail them out to you. So that'll do it. I got pretty much nothing else. You learned anything cool today, BK?
I learned a lot of things.
Yeah.
I think the best part, though, was the Splash Mountain photos.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah.
I really thought you were lying to me.
No, people love doing that stuff. It's great.
It's really funny.
They were much more lenient on that stuff back in the day. I think they've
Now,
gotten
not
a
so
little bit
much.
more strict. I was like, oh, you could drop something, you could hurt someone. It's like, I guess I get that. Anyway. All right, that's going to do it for us right now. Go listen to the new episode of Annual Pass that came out today for first members, tomorrow for everyone else. It's all about Dopey Weekend and my experience down there. It was a blast, and we got a bunch more cool stuff. We're going to be talking about Universal coming to Texas. We're going to talk about Splash Mountain coming up soon. All of those fun episodes coming soon. Don't forget to grab the little mini backpack.
Get
when
the
it hits
mini
the store,
baggie.
it'll be in the store soon. Store.roosterteeth.com. Grab some Annual Pass merchandise. And we love you. Thank you for all the support. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everyone.
See ya.